Hello, today we will discuss about how to fluid flow in duct. This type of we'll see how to give mass flow rate in open form, and we will see each result with validate with hand calculation. Here you can see that our duct is around 30 mm this lengthwise, and this height is 100 mm, and this height is 50 mm. So we will see. If you want to see the result, you can see that in our scope. So at boundary there are very low velocity, at middle very high velocity we have observed. We will validate with our hand calculation. I had taken this example from RC Hibbeler. Uh, Here the snapshot of RC Hibbeler, but I had changed this value in 100 mm, this 50 mm, and this is 30 mm. So all other are same, but I had kept this. So I'll read first this question. A transient is placed in rectangle air duct as shown in figure. If the 3 lb per second of air flows steadily through the duct, determine the pressure change that occur between end of this transition. So we have to find pressure difference between A and B, and our density is 0.075 lb per feet cube. But I had changed this example with this 0.02 meter cube per second, and this I had changed our somewhat dimension, but this equation is all same. So our volume flow rate is mass flow rate upon density, and our velocity at A is this volume flow rate upon our area. So I had do in Excel sheet. In that I had given mass flow rate is 0.02 kg per second, and our rho value is this is I had taken water actually, so 998.2 kg per meter cube. So our volume flow rate is upon mass flow rate upon rho, so B2 upon B3. So our velocity is 2, and this is my actually this is 1 meter, and this is 50 mm. So this is 1 meter point 1 sorry 100 mm, and this is 50 mm, and this is along the lengthwise, means this one, this 30 mm. So I determine my area 1. This is 3 multiplied by 100, 30 multiplied by 100, and this area 2 is 50 multiplied by 30. So I got my VA and VB by Q divided by A1, and this VB is equal to Q divided by VB, area 2. So I got my 6.68 and 1.34. So I have to vary, means this is now we will set up this problem in open form. So I have my mesh file duct.s or duct.1.msh. Here my Ubuntu launcher. So first I will change my Fluent file to mesh file. This is actually 3D mesh file. So I will just write Fluent mesh to form, and this is my duct dash 1 dot msh. So here you can see that in constant folder I got one polymesh folder. In that all the boundary condition my cell zone is defined. So we will first see our mesh. So I will touch m.form. So I will open my mesh file. I will go for this this m dot form. I will see my mesh and all those things. So here you can see that my duct is available. I will see axis grid. So here you can see that this is my 100 mm, this is 50 mm, and this is around 30 mm. So now you can see my mesh is very fine at edge, and it is coarse with in between. So I will capture my velocities near the wall is very good. So I kept my mass flow rate as that, such that my Reynolds number is around below 1000. So my flow is almost laminar, so 3T2. So I use simple form for laminar flow, and now I will show my how to give material property. So I kept my name selection as this inlet, outlet, this is inlet and this is outlet, and my wall is this one, this, sorry, so my wall is all this one. So near the wall my is almost 0, all this thing, and I got the velocity profile and all this thing is between this wall. So right now means I will validate my result. So I will give boundary condition in 0. I kept pressure gradient file and velocity gradient file. In pressure gradient file I kept outlet as atmospheric pressure fixed uniform 0, and inlet 0 gradient. It will means it will calculate itself. And in velocity profile I kept mass flow rate. So in boundary field you have to define inlet type as a flow rate inlet velocity. As a flow rate inlet velocity you have to define mass flow rate as a constant 0.02 kg per meter cube, and this value is uniformly 000 in all direction, and our rho inlet is 998.2. it is almost it is for water. So we will flow through this duct in water. And here you can see my turbulence property. In turbulence property I had kept mu such that my Reynolds number kept below this is I got my Reynolds number 332. it is laminar flow, and this is turbulent property I kept as laminar because my flow is Reynolds number is below 1000. So I got this is laminar flow. And in system I have control directory. In that I had used simple form as my solver. Start time is around 0, stop time is around, it is actually conversions equation. So after 2000 or 3000 won't converge, means mostly the problem it will converge around this simple type of is around 10 to 30 or maximum 100, but I kept as 2000. And our data is, it will not matter in your solution because our analysis is steady state equation, so it will want much effect in your folder, but I kept as it is by default. Our FP scheme is, this is steady state as defined, this is steady state problem. Our grid scheme is Gauss linear, and all this is by default, I do not change. And our FE scheme solution scheme is same, I didn't change anything in that. So right now I will solve my file. I will just write simple form. Now it is running. You can see my residual, it is very less. After this residual will achieve its result 10 raised to minus 6, it will stop. Here you can see that my simple solution converged in 31 iteration, and my final residual is e raised to minus 5. It is almost acceptable, and this Umix solver is around 2 point e raised to minus 6. It is very good actually, and as clock time is 17 second, it is very good. So right now I will see my result. Touch r.form. It will generate my result file, dummy result file. You can see that r.form. So I will open my result file. I will delete it. I will see my result. Here you can see that my pressure graph. I will change my style to jet, and for velocity also I'll change my this graph to jet. So here you can see that I got some blue and colorful result, but how to validate and how to see through this wall and all this thing. So first I will slice my this boundary condition, means this duct. So this slice command is available. So I will go for Z normal, apply it. So you can see that my pressure, this contour is available at surface, at pressure. I will go for velocity. Here you can see that I got my some velocity result, but how to validate that result, that matters. So we are as a CFD engineer, you should know it is correct result or not. So how to that define correct result? So we'll validate our result with our hand calculation or experimental. Here we have some result with our hand calculation data. So we'll see this in r.form. We'll see inlet velocity. You can see apply, and I will scale to our profile. So here you can see that 6.7 e raised to minus 3, and minimum also 6.3 e raised to minus 3. I got my 6.7 e raised to minus 3. So I got my 6.68 e raised to minus 3, and I got 6.7 e raised to minus 3. It is almost same. So I definitely my result is very good, and I will definitely what to say, I will definitely look with my result. It is okay. So first we'll see our internal mesh and then apply. Now I will plot my vector gradient. It is like glimpse, this section. Just apply it. You can see that glimpse is available. Just hide it. So but glimpse is very small. We have to change this scale to around 1 or 0.6. I will change. You can see that my glimpses, means vector plot, is available. It is very high, so I will just write 0.3. So you can see that my glimpse is available. Now we have to just see our glimpse at our slice 1. So just type glimpse and apply it. 0.5. So only that plane you get this glimpse. So this is 0.2. So I have some good result. Now we'll plot our streamline. The streamline is also available with glimpse beside. So just you have to click slice 1 and click streamline. So I got 0 to 0.1. So it will plot at streamline whole this region. So maximum step is 2000. Just apply it. Here you can see that many streamline is available. I have some little, means it is not very good for visualization, so I will reduce my this to 80. It is, you can see that not whole region is available, so I will go for 100, and I will go for my this resolution to 80. I will hide my glimpse. So you can see that my streamline is available, but is not fully complete streamline. So I will change my this maximum step to again 1000, and my okay, just applied. I got my some result. So it is very good streamline is available. So it is very small in diameter. So how to change this streamline diameter? So just press control space bar and type tube, and just press click it. Just give diameter, just apply it. You can see that my streamline is thickened, means diameter is increased, and it is good for visualization. And now I have to plot some animation beside the streamline. So what I will write, I will do contour plot, and in that I will go for integration with time. So if I integration with time and increase my number of bucket with 50 and apply it, so you can see that my this contour line integration with time is means result data is available with integration with time. And I will change my line width to 3. You can see that now plot is visible, and now I will show my tube. So you can see that how nicely plotted that data. Now I will run this animation. So view, animation view bar. Now I will this add this tube 1 capping, and I will this contour 1 iso surface, and I will run this file. Sorry, I have to change, delete it, add this stream station tube and capping, and I have to number of frame is 100. Now if I run this code, you can see my velocity means graph is coming in steady state. Actually this animation is not available in steady state, but this is tips and tricks available in this ParaView. So by this way you can export the thing, you can export the scene, or export the animation, save animation. You have to just click is save animation and just save what is your need. So by this way you can validate your result, and you by the engineer you have to always validate your result with hand calculation or experimental data. Thank you guys.